Boy, do I have some interesting things to show you in this little video. I am Joshua P. Warren, and as you probably know by now, I enjoy finding and creating special little educational and research tools and instruments that I think are really cool, and so I assume if I like them, then you're going to like them as well. So I put together a little kit of some of the things that I've been playing with recently, and I'm calling this a fortune teller kit, and I'll explain why. First off, I've been interested in palmistry my entire life. And I'll tell you why. I know there are a lot of people who say, okay, palmistry's got to be absolute hooey. But now think about this. Every single fingerprint is unique, and that fingerprint has information, enough information, that it can be used to solve crimes, including your palm print. It's a unique palm print. Look at a single hair. Look at a single strand of DNA. I mean, you can take DNA and you can predict things about your life, what diseases you might be prone to have, and what things you may or may not be more or less interested in. So we may not scientifically understand all about how palmistry works, but I think there's something to it. The problem is, all throughout the years when I've tried to read these books on palmistry, I sort of find myself, I'm reading a book, and then I have to stop and look at my hand, and then I go back to the book and I look at my hand, and it's kind of an annoying way of learning. Well, then I discovered this kit. This is the most concise instruction manual on how to read the palm I've ever seen in my entire life. This is 15 pages. And I mean, it's highly illustrated, it's got nice charts in it, and it gets right down to the point and tells you everything you need to know about palmistry, how to read the shapes of the fingers, the shapes of the fingernails, the patterns on the hand, etc. But the coolest thing about this is this comes with this model of a palm designed for palmistry. This is really a work of art, and this is heavy. This is a very heavy, well-made sculpture. You can see it's got these little pads on the back. And so this is now a permanent fixture on my desk. So whenever I am referring to palmistry, I can look at this because it's got all the different lines marked out already. It tells you about all the different parts of the hand that correspond to different interpretation areas in astrology, etc. All that stuff's right here. You can constantly look at it when you're learning about palmistry, and plus it's just a really neat thing to have sitting around there as a part of your paranormal or oddity collection. So that's the first thing that I have in this little kit. The second thing is something that we're actually hand making specifically at my laboratory in my workshop here in Puerto Rico. Now, over the years, I have played with a lot of different pendulums, and this is the pendulum design that we are creating now that I absolutely love. And I'm going to tell you why I like this design and why this coil especially makes a big difference. Of course, a part of using a pendulum is holding it and programming it and then asking it for information. Information about how to find something, or if there is a paranormal hotspot nearby, all that kind of stuff. And years ago, I started playing with these pendulums that have coils, and one day I had an experience that really astounded me. I took one of the pendulums designed like this to a paranormal hotspot in western North Carolina called Judicolor Rock. And as I walked by this ancient rock that's covered in all these mysterious carvings, I had this enormous sensation that the pendulum I was holding actually began to feel like it was a magnet on a string, and the rock was a giant iron boulder. It was literally pulling toward it that hard. I've never felt anything so strong in my life when it comes to a dowsing type experience. And I mean, literally, I walked all around this stone, and it was just pulling at this energy field around this stone, but there was no explanation for it. It was a soapstone boulder. There was nothing magnetic there. Obviously, it had something to do with the relationship between the design of the pendulum and the energy that was at the spot. So after that, I became hooked on these special coil pendulum designs, and this one again is being made right here in our workshop. It's one of a kind. You'll see it's got a really nice bead at the top. It's the perfect length. It's got the perfect weight, perfect balance, really nice coil on it. And I'm also going to include this for you along with instructions on how to use a pendulum to look for anything both physical or abstract. I've got even more though for you, but let me just pause to say, okay, with this, you can dowse for all kinds of interesting things. If you learn palmistry, you can actually look at these predictive factors that will tell you how long you might live or the things that are going to happen to you throughout your life. As soon as I meet somebody for the first time, I look at their hands. I don't make it obvious, but I look at their hands. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm always able to judge character pretty well just by glancing at the hands. But in addition to these two little goodies, I have one more thing that I want to send to you instantly as a free bonus if you decide to get this little fortune-telling kit. And by the way, I don't know how long I will have this stuff in stock. If you order it and I don't have it in stock, I'll let you know. But there should be an indication on the website because obviously these little kits, they are made in very small numbers. But while you're waiting for your kit to arrive, I want to send you this free ebook. Look at this. It's called How to Read the Human Aura and Create an Intelligent Life Form. Think about that for a minute. This has become my new favorite little ebook. Okay, whenever I have a moment to kill, sometimes I go into a bar by myself and I just sit down and have a beer and read this thing. This is a Tim Beckley publication from Inner Light and Conspiracy Journal, and this tells you not only about what the aura is and how you can see it and other paranormal stuff, but then, and this is where it kind of gets crazy and mind-boggling, how to take that information, how to take what you learn about the aura and channel it into an objective external thought form called the tulpa. This is a book about tulpamancy. Now, these tulpas could be specific characters like spirits or creatures, or they could be more abstract things like a bubble of good fortune or some type of a wish that goes out there to be fulfilled. I cannot honestly do justice to this right now trying to summarize it. This is one of those books that will take you into a whole new arena of thinking. And what's great about these ebooks is that you can get them instantly, and as soon as you make your purchase, you'll get an email that's got a link where you can download this. And then you can read it on any type of electronic device very easily. This is a Kindle, any type of tab, smartphone, any type of computer. It comes to you in a convenient PDF format, so you can sit down and read this entire full-length book and sort of be whetting your appetite while you're waiting for these goodies to arrive in the mail. So I think you can see why I'm so excited about these. Again, I have fun with this stuff, so I'm presuming that you'll have fun with it as well. Go to joshuapwarren.com to get an update on the status of this particular fortune-telling kit. Again, that's joshuapwarren.com. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may the force be with you.